Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we will be discussing on RBSK, which is Rashtriya Bal Swasthya Karyakram, and DEIC, District Early Intervention Center. Both of them have been in multiple question papers in the past, and let us see what it is all about. Before we jump into the topic, a small request: if you like the content of my channel, please subscribe, please hit the bell icon next to it so that you get instant notification whenever I post a video, and pass it along to your friends so that they may also benefit. Moving along to the topic. See, what is the basis for all these programs? India as a whole has more than 27 million birth cohort. So with such a huge birth cohort, you cannot do without birth defects. You will definitely have birth defects. And most of the data on birth defects are from Western countries. And if you extrapolate from Western countries, it is expected that India will have up to 3 times that of what is seen in Western data. 6% of the births have birth defects, and 10% of the births can have developmental delay later on, which will lead to disability and further to handicap. And this disability and these birth defects can lead to mortality. 10% of neonatal mortality and 4% of under 5 mortality is contributed by this. So to combat all these disabilities and deaths, our government came up with NRHM. Under this NRHM, you have this RBSK, which is Rashtriya Bal Swasthya Karyakram. And under RBSK, or rather a part of RBSK, is your DEIC, District Early Intervention Center. So what are they going to do, and why has it been formed? RBSK, the main goals of RBSK is to identify and intervene these children who have problems of 4 Ds. What are the 4 Ds? Those are defects at birth, deficiencies, diseases, developmental delays, which also includes disabilities. So these 4 Ds are screened in birth to 18 years age group, basically the entire pediatric age group. So birth to 18 is being targeted. How are they being screened? At various points they are being screened, meaning when a child is delivered, the first 48 hours they hopefully stay at a facility, or at least a worker visits their place. So they are being seen by a medical officer, a staff nurse, or an auxiliary nurse midwife. After 48 hours till 6 weeks, you have the HBNC, Home Based Newborn Care Package, under which ASHA will visit home to screen them. After 6 weeks, what happens? 6 weeks to 6 years, Anganwadi centers. So there the workers will screen them for any sort of 4 Ds. And 6 to 18 years, they are going to attend some sort of school, a government or a government aided school. So there the teachers, government workers, mobile health teams, they will go and conduct surveys regarding 4 Ds. So all of these are basically concentrated on rural and semi-urban areas where you can catch them. So what are the 4 Ds, or what are the 4 Ds that RBSK concentrates on? There are a total of 30 disorders. I know it is very difficult to remember all of them. At least we will know the salient ones. The defects at birth, it is easy. From top to bottom, if you remember, top you have the neural tube defect, then eyes you have congenital cataract and retinopathy of prematurity, ears you have congenital deafness, lips you have cleft lip and cleft palate, then face, if you see, you can identify a child with Down syndrome, and coming down you have heart, congenital heart disease, hip you have a developmental dysplasia of hip, and foot you have club foot. So these are the defects at birth. Deficiencies: 2 vitamins, 2 minerals, and a general malnutrition. The vitamins are A and D, and minerals are iron and iodine. What are the diseases of childhood? They have taken general diseases, and it is very difficult to remember, I know, but at least remember conditions like scabies, which is treatable, otitis media, again treatable, rheumatic heart disease, at least you can mitigate the effects and give a good quality of life to the child, reactive airway disease, and dental conditions. Developmental delays and disabilities, this is easy if you know your definition for cerebral palsy. It encompasses everything: a motor delay, a language delay, a cognitive delay, and associated disorders. They will have learning disorders, vision, hearing impairment, attention deficit disorders. And 30th one, these are congenital hypothyroidism, sickle cell anemia and beta thalassemia, optional. So these 30 diseases are for which RBSK screens. This screening will happen at two levels. There is a facility based screening which is at primary health centers, community health centers and district hospitals. Who screen the children? The medical officers who are present there, or the staff nurses or ANMs who are working at the facility. Community level screening is much more difficult because you are going to head into the community and screen those kids. So where do you go to screen? You are not going to go from home to home, but you will visit Anganwadi centers and schools. Who will visit? Mobile health teams. You will see a little bit above them. So at Anganwadi center, less than 6-year children are going to visit Anganwadi centers, and at least twice a year a team will go and screen them. And to assess for developmental delay, age specific tools for developmental assessment will be used. At schools, government and government aided schools, 6 to 18 years school children are going to go, and at least once a year screening will be done. The screening will usually be done by a questionnaire and a clinical examination, because most of them know to read and write, or at least respond to you properly. So who will visit this Anganwadi worker and schools? A mobile health team. What consists of a mobile health team? There will be 2 medical officers, one male and one female of Ayush, appropriate bachelor degrees from approved institutions, one auxiliary nurse midwife and one pharmacist who can do a data entry operation also. So this is where you do screening under RBSK. So where does this DEIC, District Early Intervention Center, come into? So you have screened everybody. You have found that one of the Ds are present in kids. So what are you going to do? You are going to refer them to DEIC, especially under 6 children. So aim of DEIC is very similar to your RBSK, because it is part and parcel of RBSK. Early detection, early intervention, and to minimize disabilities among growing children. So this will be the flow. So you pick up kids from Anganwadi, from a facility, from school, from ASHA, or the person themselves go to DEIC. This SNCU is a special category where at-risk children will be referred. So all of them will reach DEIC, and there the intervention evaluation will be provided. So you have identified and they have come to you. So you will evaluate them, investigate them, and you will arrive at a diagnosis and give specific management. After management, you don't send them home and say bye-bye. You ask them to come back, you review and follow the patient. So suppose this patient is more than 6 years, or this patient has a condition which cannot be treated at DEIC. You refer them. You refer them to a center where they have proper means to manage them, either surgically or medically. DEIC also helps in liaison for aids, meaning you have orthopedic aids that can be provided. This liaison can be done with a government institution or a private institution, and all of the costs will be bared by your National Health Mission. So why do you need this DEIC? Because the earlier you do an intervention, the better the quality of life will be for the child. And especially in the first 2 years, this is the most critical year for normal children as well as developmentally challenged kids. These 2 years are the formative years where they develop physically, mentally, behaviorally, in all aspects of life. And also brain has something called as plasticity. So even if an insult occurs, the rest of the brain has enough plasticity to take over the function of the affected system. So if you can train the brain during this critical period, this child will have a better quality of life in the future. Plus, DEIC has an added advantage of having all systems under one roof. Most of the children who have disabilities either get referred late, or even if they go early, they are asked to come later once the child grows up. But by the time it is too late and the child would have already had disabilities, and it will be very difficult to reverse, treat them and train them appropriately for a better future. What are the different, how to say, departments or disciplines under DEIC? Of course, you will have a pediatrician and a medical officer. Apart from them, from top to bottom, again you can imagine you have eyes, you need an ophthalmologist and an optometrist. You need ear assessment, you need an audiologist and a ENT specialist. Then apart from that, mouth, for surgery anyways you are going to refer. Food to go in, nutrition, we will remember it like that, okay, nutrition and speech therapist. So something goes in, something comes out, okay. And your joints, remember physiotherapy, orthopedics is important. And as a whole, if you need to assess the child physically or laboratory wise, you need some lab services that will also be provided under DEIC. And for the child's and the parents' well-being, you have psychosocial support, where a psychologist will be present, a social worker will be present to help them understand what is happening to the child and what to expect going forward. So at DEIC, you have screening, diagnostics and assessment, you have intervention, you review and follow up the child. So where and all you will get children from, or where and all will you be referring? District hospital, especially after 6 years, tertiary hospitals, especially for surgeries, to a rehab center, especially after 6 years. So remember, most referrals will be after 6 years of age, meaning 6 to 18 years of age usually you will refer, and for surgery you will refer, and less than 6 years you will be able to manage DEIC. Where are the areas there can be improvement in a setting up of DEIC? First, there should be an appropriate diagnosis for the child before the child reaches the center, and the people who are there in DEIC also should be able to make a proper assessment of the child. So they need to get experience at a higher center so that they can keep their skills sharpened at all points in time. So you have, again, once again I am repeating it, I know it is a repeat, but it is for us to remember properly. District Early Intervention Center, you have rehabilitation centers, aids and appliances, assisted technology devices, for which you will have liaison with the help of Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Then you have Block Early Intervention Center, this is the next level. So with the help of Human Resource Department, you will refer them there for education and community based early intervention. So again you have kids who are coming into your DEIC, register the patient, anthropometric measurements, case history recording will be done and clinical examination will be done. After that you have an approximate diagnosis, you do an assessment and intervention and associated supplementary help for the child like vision, hearing, cognition, speech, language, dental assessment, etc., etc. After that you do a regular follow-up, and if required the manager will give a disability certificate for the child and liaisons with other departments. If you are not able to manage, you will be referring to Block Early Intervention Center. So all of this you will have to remember for DEIC. So DEIC is part of RBSK. It mainly takes care of less than 6-year-olds. More than 6 years or 6 to 18 years you will be referring for further care. Surgical you will be referring for further care. It is an interdisciplinary approach where all of the departments will be available under one roof for the parents. So, and it helps to reduce mortality and morbidity and thereby providing a better quality of life to the child. Thank you all. So I hope all of you at least have a baseline idea of what RBSK and DEIC means, and hope you will be able to write an answer on it if a question is asked. If you want any more discussions, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you all.